a 6-1 in favor of BetBoom. As one move, the odds are on for them after that first game. Not surprising, but if you go visit our sponsors EGB, you can get yourselves into the giveaway. The giveaways happen every 30 minutes. All you need to do is put a minimum of a $1 bet on and click the take part button, and you will be entered into those 30-minute giveaways happening for the entire day just off that $1 bet. So check out our sponsors over at EGB.
One move, they're in a smoke, but they're not going towards the top lane to defend their trees. Okay, they forgot about it, and now they're just gonna be losing all the trees here on the top lane. Imagine if you're a squirrel, you're just destroying your home because you know that it will hurt your enemy.
I don't consider myself the best player.
Yeah, I don't know enough about squirrels to know if that's wrong.
It's wrong for trees to go down. Yeah, because squirrels pretty much need tree hides to get food. Get it?
Yeah, okay.
But they're nasty, you know. Squirrels are very good at warfare, and you shouldn't be messing with squirrels. Anyone who has watched Rick and Morty, they're gonna know that.
That wasn't the reference I expected to come out, but yeah, no, don't mess with squirrels. They will mess you up here. As Save looks like he's the 3 heroes around. They're gonna try and mess him up, but Save has to back himself away. And Gilgit, he just couldn't get on top. You know, he didn't have anything skilled up, but he wasn't able to get to close the gap to Save, get another toss or a toss off to get them back into the waiting arms of the Shadow Fiend, and it will just be the trade actually going the way of one move in terms of the runes. But let's see if they can translate that into anything into the lanes as well.
It was almost even 4 runes for one move, given that Afterlife was very close to that rune, but Pure, he clicked a little bit faster and was a bit closer there, so but that prevented him. Afterlife starting off with the Timber Chain. Securing the range creep is going to be a problem, especially after you use the toss for nothing on Gilgear, so nice start there.
Top lane, we can see that Nightfall, the Razors are going to be coming out against him here as well. Pantomime might actually be able to get the... Oh, he's just going to TP himself away. Yeah, nothing to stop this TP. Nightfall, just back to the tier 1 tower. Did take a lot of damage, but he's going to be able to get some regen. Nightfall, yeah, where's the Tangle? The Tangle gets passed over, so Nightfall still going to be alive. Beat Sheet comes out, has to be careful about his courier, which... Oh no, it's actually Pantomime that lost his courier. Both of the Radiant couriers are going to be getting out alive, though.
I need a little bit more in levels on BetBoom really to deal with this aggression. One move, they're aware just how powerful their level 1 is. Their level 3 is incredibly powerful as well, and you want to apply as much pressure as you can in between that one. Doom is this kind of a hero that is always going to have a ton of farm, so you need to be able to pressure him a little bit earlier just to delay it.
Yeah, and do you think it's going to be the Hand of Midas Doom coming out for Nightfall, or does he go into the into those Greaves a little bit earlier on?
I don't even go for Greaves. I wouldn't mind it. To be honest, the utility Doom isn't something that is unknown to Dota players, but I haven't seen it for quite some time. I still think Dooms, they usually go.
I think that's just a Tomo getting in my head. Every time the Doom comes out, he tells me about his position for Aura Doom. And how well he's doing in pubs with it. So it's like, it just sticks in the back of my mind.
You're just tell him that you're doing well in your 5-6k pubs. Well played, good job. And yeah, he's probably gonna let it go. Doom is gonna find the Ice Ogre Mage. Does he want it? He wants it. And now it's gonna be much tougher to deal with him when the Frost Shield, Ice Armor. Sorry.
Yeah, giving him that extra 5 armor, and it slows down the Pantomime here as well. Pantomime is just going to be throwing some harass again. The leech sheet does come through. He's level 2, so he has the Nature's Guise. So he's doing his best, but in the lane, how is the Doom doing? In fact, the Doom's doing about as well as the Shadow Fiend in terms of last hits here. Bushwhack comes out onto Shadow Fiend there as well. So Munkushi being controlled for a little bit extra time. And if you're the Doom in this lane here, are you going to be prioritizing just looking to max out the Devour? Get as much bonus gold as possible as early on?
It depends. I think Nightfall, he's a greedy guy, man, but he's also an aggressive guy. It's hard to tell. I'd actually like for him to get more points in Scorched Earth. That's what Dooms are doing mostly nowadays. They get more points in Scorched Earth and they try to go for kills, especially because if you get on top of the SF and he hasn't hit you with the mid or the long range raise, he is he's gonna be in a ton of trouble. You will be able to run him down.
Yeah, and it looks like Nightfall is just going to be happy trying to find this farm underneath his own tier 1 tower. The Bushwhack comes out now as well. Munkushi going to be taking a lot of damage. Nightfall is level 3. 2-punch into that score stuff. Looking to chase down. Munkushi can get himself away from this. He turns with the raid. But the damage Nightfall, he just needs one more. Yeah, he gets the damage off. Secures that first blood. And now the ice armor on to save there as well. So save as he does get the Bushwhack through. This is going to be 2 kills here for Nightfall in the first 4 minutes of the game.
Hug your brother, that's what Save said there, and then they killed him. I mean, what the hell? Like we just talked about it. The thing you cannot allow is for the Doom to get on top of you when you haven't hit him with the mid lane or the long range raise, and then Munkushi just runs into the Doom. Like, what the hell do you want? Yeah, and that's not gonna end up too well. Just kidding. Of course, it was a very nicely placed Bushwhack. People tend to forget that this spell can pull you towards the enemies, and Munkushi there, he just underestimated it.
Yeah, bottom lane though. Do the cogs come through? Toronto, Tokyo, there's going to be the togs underneath the tier 1 tower. Avalanche with the Timber Chain as well. A lot of damage coming through onto Toronto, Tokyo on the bottom lane. To Gilgear, he's going to be able to trade off the kill that Pure takes down Gilgear, and Afterlife, he might get aggressive onto the sniper. Pure though, still sitting back. He's just plinking away. Anytime he gets an opportunity onto the Timber Saw here.
That's the way to play against the Timber. Just push towards him. Push towards him first. You're gonna get the levels faster than the Timber himself, so he's not gonna have that level advantage. And other than that, because the creeps are coming in, Timber doesn't kill the creeps too fast. He's gonna have to focus on CS rather than on bullying you. So that's a very smart approach from BetBoom. Even though they got their quirk tossed in, they just force it further, deeper towards the enemies, and it makes playing the Timber Saw a little bit tougher. But Afterlife is level 5. He's gonna have the reactive armor maxed out for that level, and this allows Gilgear to start moving towards the mid, where GPK is not suspecting this.
Doesn't have a point in the blink as well. He does put it in now. He held that point at level 6. So the Avalanche comes through, but underneath the tier 1. GPK, he's got himself the raindrops as well. So not a lot of damage coming through there from the Tiny. And he is able to just step himself away, looking towards that rune. Where is it going to spawn? As Nightfall might be in a little bit of trouble. Taking a couple of raises with the Infernal Blade onto Pantomim. And GPK does get a regen rune there as well. Going to be a really nice rune for him. He was nearly pretty much out of mana, but being able to regen up completely back to full health, full mana might be enough to get aggressive here. As you can see that Pango's already rotated off the lane. Gilgear might be close to follow. We want to get this kill onto Pure on the bottom lane, but Afterlife, he's going to get so low. Pure, Rolling Thunder going to come through here onto the Sniper. The Sniper just holds his ground.
Nice
he
one.
knows, yeah, Pure just knows he's going to go down. Just stands up to the damage coming through there from that Rolling Thunder. Top lane, Munkushi going to be chased down. Nightfall doing a whole lot of damage. At one point into the Infernal Blade there as well. So just being able to get the mini stun off, the extra damage, that health damage there. But Shadow Fiend was able to get back underneath the tier 1.
The raises hurt so much when you stack them up. The third stack there, even through the infused raindrops, it just smacked them down. And that's nice. You know, when the Tiny starts rotating towards the mid lane, even though you can't kill the Queen, it does open up the possibility of killing the Sniper. And BetBoom, he should know that Aincrad is here, but sometimes you can just lose the focus. Doesn't happen to Pure though. He understands. He understands.
Yeah, he's just trying to use that shrapnel to secure last hits, you know, get the harass out onto Afterlife as well. Toronto, Tokyo going for another wraparound. He's got the battery assault, but there's going to be the Timber Chain away, and it just forces Afterlife back to his tower. Meanwhile, underneath the tier 1 tower bottom, it looks like he didn't get saved. No, Pantomim, he's going to go down to save, and Nightfall gets low as well. But at least he doesn't die, and you know, Save picking up a kill that's going to be really nice here. It gets some solo XP because Pantomim, Nightfall wasn't close to Pantomim, so he gets some solo XP for that. It gets him to that 6 a little bit quicker as well.
So far, so good for one move. They aren't losing any of the lanes. All of their cores are in a good position. The game is even currently, and they're going to try to go on GPK and be completely unsuccessful. But yeah, not much was used really.
Well, Rolling Thunder, that's going to be started. Toronto, Tokyo, he just drops the cogs, forces Aincrad away from him, and now even the Sniper rotates it in here, so it looks like they just go for the disengage on the side of one move. Didn't cost them a lot, they don't get anything out of it. They even find a little bit of solo farm for Afterlife here in the off lane, so not an awful gank. You know, it doesn't get any kills, but it creates space for the Timbersaw.
That is kind of the case. But BetBoom, what they wanted to do is get the Rolling Thunder out. Now you know that there's a little bit over a minute that you can be slightly more aggressive, and they're trying to utilize it. Gilgir moving around with the Tiny, he really wants to make something happen, but he might have gone too deep.
Yeah, there is going to be the Bushwhack coming through here, and Gilgir, he's going to be chased down. Nightfall, he's not skilled up to Doom just yet. But Pantomime gets the deny because of the Shadow Strike. But yeah, GPK wants to go for that blinking. Is there going to be another Infernal Blade in the next couple of seconds as well? Pantomime not even going to be needed. Even the coming through onto the Doom. He held that point just in case he needed it. The Sonic Wave committed as well. And Nightfall gets the kill onto Munkushi. So what was that about one move not losing the lanes?
They didn't lose the lanes. This is out of the lanes, and yeah, that's just man, for one move. Anyways, what happened there is very weird coming out from Munkushi, considering that he tends to be a little bit more in the passive, box. That he tries to save his support, even if he saves it doesn't really change all that much, and you use your ulti, and he runs into a Doom with his ulti there. I think he was hoping that Nightfall maybe hasn't skilled that up. Look at Aincrad, man, he really wants the sniper. He has been poking Pure for quite some time now.
Yeah, and again, Nightfall held that point in the Doom just in case he did need it for that rotation, and paid off almost immediately in the mid lane though. Gilgir.
Look at him.
Was he actually? Yeah. Did he find it? There's really shield crash coming through. Pure taking a lot of damage with the Bushwhack. He gets the light. Does Pure get himself away from this one? Whereas those headshots are Rolling Thunder. He's trying to hide himself under the trees here, Pure, but it doesn't matter the return. The sniper will be taken down, so really nice pick for GPK. Could be able to get the blink away in the river, but yeah, just trying to hide behind that tree. Aincrad turn it around with another Rolling Thunder. Proc, and Pure just accepts his death.
Oh, very nicely done by one move. They're playing this game much better. For me, it's coming down to Gilgir. He's 0-2 and 1, but really his moves have been what has been enabling everything. With him moving to the mid lane, it is enabling Aincrad to move. With him making a play on the top lane, suddenly BetBoom, they feel confident, and then Aincrad can go for these moves. Of course, Aincrad is using them perfectly, but it's starting from the Tiny. Despite him having 0 and 2, I feel like we have to highlight that he has had a lot of impact on this Pango making moves, and this is allowing Afterlife to not get touched, and that might be something that actually allows one move to get this tower, something that he didn't manage to do for 40 minutes in the previous game.
Yeah, Treant Protector up on the top lane gets bushwhacked once again, but he's trying to get himself away with the Nature's Guides. Should just be able to walk himself out. I mean, the lead sheet even gets dropped as well. Is there going to be another Bushwhack coming through? It's off cooldown now. They have the vision, they have the Bushwhack. Sharpshooter, and Save gets himself another kill up against Pantomime. I thought he would have just hit himself in the trees, walked himself away from that. But he tried to come in with the lead sheet, and he gets caught out because of it.
Did you ever see a Treant player not go for that extra creep, for that extra Nature's Grasp, Have you ever seen it's pretty much as a Tinker player when he has lost the game and then spamming the heat-seeking missiles from the fountain. It's kind of the wet dream for the players who play these heroes, and you're always gonna see that happen, even though it might not be the best play. In most cases, it's gonna work out for you. Okay, you're gonna die either way. This time around, though, yeah, as you mentioned, the Phantom is probably with
Oh, Avalanche comes out, Cogs gets dropped, but he doesn't get caught instant, but the hookshot's still there. Pure has that right click. Level 8, no assassinate. Do they have the damage to take him down? Afterlife, though, just trying to get in front, and it looks like they're going to be able to save Gilgir. So now the chase is on Afterlife. He wants to be going on to Toronto, Tokyo. There's even going to be the Nature's Grasp coming through. Toronto, Tokyo. Can he get himself away from this one? There's going to be a really nice chakram coming through, and the damage Afterlife, he gets it with the Whirling Death.
Very nice positioning from Afterlife to never get into a position where he's gonna get pushed by the cogs.
Yeah.
Toronto Tokyo had the cogs there for the majority of that time, but Afterlife was always right on top of him, and he knew the cogs would only increase his chances of dying by using it there. And BetBoom, they're gonna be dealing with Discord here. They've had some Discord issues even before the game started, so I'm hoping all of those do get resolved so we can get back into the game.
Yeah, and it's a minor issue. Hopefully, like I say, Discord, it's usually just a straight up disconnect, reconnect, get yourself back into it. So hopefully this pause won't be too long here. 7-4 though, and one move, they have that net worth advantage. And like you say, the Timbersaw just being left completely alone for a decent stretch of time on this bottom lane, it sits him top of the net worth.
I think it's a mistake from BetBoom not killing him. You have the Sonic Wave, you have the Sharpshooter. Even with the hood, he should die. So I think Afterlife is getting away with a little bit too much right now. And even if you kill him at this point, then he's gonna understand that he can die and can play accordingly. But you know, he's just gonna continue forcing out the issue until he is punished.
Yeah, and Pure, at least Pure's going to be able to get some XP for this. Does he try and go in? The shrapnel damage coming through. Afterlife, can he get himself away from this one? Look at this, Pure just stacking up the damage onto the Timber Saw, but Timber Saw with no way to stop that Timber Chain just gets himself out of dodge and can just continue farming up in the jungle now as well. Afterlife.
Very weird. You know, they have their ultis on BetBoom and they're not trying to punish this guy. Aincrad is the one that they want to go for, and actually he's the one that they might miss the kill on if they miss just one spell, he can get himself out.
Yeah, Swashbuckle comes through there as well, so Aincrad will be able to back himself away. While that's going on, GPK just continues to farm in that mid lane here, but do they find the dive onto Gilgear? Because there is a hook shot available, smoke coming out from the side of BetBoom. Really going to try and jump on. They actually get the jump onto Afterlife, so they are going to be able to get this pick off. It looks like even trapped inside the cogs. Roll Thunder comes through, but it's going to be inside the cogs. And nobody wants that inside that mosh pit. Gilgear, the Rifler's coming through from the sniper onto the Tiny, so Pure will be able to clean him up. And now the Assassinate as well. Aincrad's going to be cleaned up. Sonic Wave, GPK, he gets the kill. 3 heroes dead. A really nice find there from BetBoom. Really effective smoke.
Yep, that's it. Finally, kill onto the Timber Saw. If it was just the Timber at this point, you could say BetBoom, they've taken so long. He isn't gonna mind dying there to the Doom, but the fact that you get 2 more kills on top of that, well, that's definitely gonna hurt for one move, because now they have to TP multiple heroes into the mid lane just to protect it, and then it's not gonna be easy to move around the map and actually get yourself into a position where you can fight. And also, you don't have the Rolling Thunder for 30 seconds, so BetBoom, they can easily just get themselves out, reset, and maybe go for another pick off.
Yeah, while this is going on, Munkushi is finding a bit of time and space to find, get the farm up, going towards the Dragonlance. So, he's not going to be super annoyed at what the rest of his team are doing, because he needs the space, he needs the time, he needs the farm to get himself, because he is... I thought he was lowest. He's the 2nd lowest core in terms of net worth here. And Afterlife, this might be another really nice pickup if he can get the lockdown on Afterlife. The pushback comes through. Gilga's going to be here though. The sharpshooter comes through with the cogs into that point-blank hook shot. And can he get a kill from this? They might even be able to turn around onto Toronto Tokyo. Toronto Tokyo looking for that TP away. Does he have the time and the space? He does. He's going to be able to get himself away. Even GPK in the trees, not going to disrupt this TP. The overgrowth, it was used, but GPK was already away there. And Pantom, I don't know if the overgrowth would have been in range anyway. GPK away.
Probably not. Probably wouldn't have been, but yeah, GPK got found in the woods by the Pango, and I was like, was GPK TPing? No, he was waiting. He was waiting to be found out, because he knows with a blink out, he can probably get enough distance away from his enemies to get a TP away. And there it is, one move. They got greedy, didn't want the clockwork. In the end, they'll get nothing.
Yeah. Nightfall, though, does have that Doom up in 15 seconds. We can see that mid lane, Gilgear, he's looking for a backstab. Who's he going to be able to find? It looks like nobody. But inside the Dire Jungle save, he's... I mean, the hunted, because you don't usually see squirrels, getting super aggressive with crossbows or loots that fire arrows, whatever the hell that thing is. But he is looking to get aggressive, and Munkushi, he's seen it. He's right underneath this ward as well, so there could be a hook shot.
He's coming.
Yeah, he's going to be coming over onto this. Munkushi is just waiting for these creeps to be dealt with. Point blank hook shot into it. Sharpshooter going to be ticked already. The bushwhack.
He's a hell.
Tick down. The damage coming through the mechanism. Is this going to be enough to keep him alive? Toronto, Tokyo. They turn it around. They get the clockwork, and they keep Munkushi alive.
Well, they do force one move some of their players to come there, and they will. Okay, once the ward gets taken down, that actually makes it actually quite nice for one move. Yeah, one move, they saw the clockwork there. His smoke got broken, and the Timber came over. I thought he was gonna get himself in front of the sharpshooter, but the mech on DSF was enough. With him having the Mask of Madness, the lifesteal after all of the burst damage from BetBoom supports was out. Really, they're not gonna have it to take him down.
Yeah, and Rolling Thunder and Krad's going to be able to get himself up the cliff here with the shield crash. So Rolling Thunder coming through and save. Not going to be able to save himself. Might be able to save GPK as that canary in the coal mine, but yeah, GPK is going to go for the TP away. They do get the kill though. Really nice kill onto save. Get some more gold for the side.
So far, so good for one move. They're really having themselves a pretty nice game. The SF is farming. He's farming a little bit better than the sniper, and they've only lost one tower. Considering that all of their heroes are having an impact in the game, right? The Chain Protector is defending towers. The Timbersaw is getting some hate onto him. He's only died once. The SF is farming, and Pango and the Tiny, they are moving for kills. And Gilgir, he has gotten the Blink Dagger. It's not the fastest of Blink Dagger timings, but 17 minutes, not the worst thing. And now we have better ways of initiation, considering that Division, at least on the bottom lane, is solid for one move. They are gonna have some info what's happening on the map, but really, it is BetBoom now that have to be on the back foot until they get a Blink Dagger of their own.
Yeah, and Nightfall, he's going to still be about 500, 600 gold away from this one. Toronto Tokyo gets taken down. 4 heroes grouping up for that kill, so yeah, until Nightfall can get that blinking, get that Doom initiation that you know he wants to go for. It's not going to be too far away. He's got himself a Hand of Midas. He's got the Devour 4 points into that now as well. But until that's up, BetBoom just not looking to over-engage, it doesn't seem.
The mid lane tower is big though, because one move they take it down, and then it's gonna be harder for BetBoom to defend themselves. With the mid lane tower being dead, there's so many access points that one move can go for in catching BetBoom. But look at BetBoom's vision. They put their vision in their big jungle just to know when they're being hunted, and then they're gonna be using GPK to push out the bottom lane to get themselves into a position where they cannot be caught, and then you go for a smoke. You don't care about vision, then you don't care about towers, because the enemies are going to be dealing with lanes, and you are going to be having openings, like them seeing Munkushi right now in GPK setting it up there for the clock to come over.
Yeah, and you can see from the EGB odds on the screen now as well. Munkushi is going to try and go for the TP. Not enough damage to the hookshot. Connects onto a creep, blocks he got blocked and couldn't get that hookshot off to stop the TP, but the odds coming up on the screen, EGB, they give it a little bit more favorable odds. It's still like 5 to 1 move, but better than the 60 starting off with. As Pure going to be chased down. The Diffusal Blade comes out, and even the Chakram, the damage coming through here from the Timbersaw, they're going to be able to get themselves on top of Pure, and Pure will just go down eventually, but he will still go down nonetheless.
Yep, I don't think those odds are fair, to be honest. I think one move actually have a really good shot right now. It's mostly because BetBoom have been looking so unstoppable, and one move have not been looking the greatest. But for me, BetBoom in this game, you could see if they're not crushing the lanes, in the early mid game, their movements, they're just not as crisp. They're playing a little bit more conservative in this game, and not sure why, because they let the Timbersaw unattended on the bottom lane so long, and now it's one move who are dictating the pace of this game. Doom also used the BKB there, so he's not gonna have it for a fight. The Shosh is gone. One move, they're ahead.
Yeah, and the Doom is up. He's got that Blink Dagger, but like you said, every time there's a fight breaking out, it just seems like one move at the minute. They are the ones doing the engaging. They are the ones initiating. So let's see how BetBoom turn that, if they can turn it around even, if they can get themselves back in as Gilgir. He's looking for a wraparound. Do they find out Save once again? Save in the trees. It is a little bit far forward. They might even just go for Doom. Nightfall, Spidey senses, they're tingling. He's in the trees. He's looking for that TP away. And so is Save. He's just going to be able to screw. No, he's not. The Avatars comes in. They're going to be able to get the kill maybe onto Save. Trying to do what he can with the Sharpshooter, just to try and break that distance from the Avalanche, but Save. Still 3 heroes here, still being chased down in the trees. He's buying space, he's buying time for the rest of his team. So it's not a complete waste, but he does eventually get taken down.
It took some time, but it's a kill nonetheless. And the top lane tier 1, it's not going to be defended. One thing the BetBoom have really been doing good in this game is how they've been pushing out the side lanes. But even with them doing a good job at that, Aincrad, even the illusion doesn't help.
Yeah, they've got the damage, they've got the Doom, they've got the kill onto the Pango mid. So a nice pickup for BetBoom, but it does cost him that tier 1 on the top. Aincrad doesn't really want to be caught out there, and he can't get this tier 1 tower on the bottom lane as well. Afterlife TP's bomb, the Living Armor comes out, and Pure GPK, they're going to smoke up, but they couldn't secure that tier 1 tower on the bottom lane.
It's all about snowballing on that one kill. When there's no Pango, the fight for one move is very hard. And with Afterlife being on the bottom lane, even with the Aegis, BetBoom, they want to engage.
I like this as well. Nightfall, he's got that Centaur creep to power, so he does keep the Centaur stump now as well. They get themselves on top, and Shadow Fiend, the cogs come through. Even with the BKB, there's going to be a Sonic Wave in the point-blank hookshot of Munkushi.
They can't kill him.
The Sonic Wave, it pushes him out of the cogs, it pushes him out of range, and they're going to be able to get 2. Did he turn it around? No, GPK. He does get that blink away, looking for the TP as well, but the Sonic Wave pushing him out of Cogs. Munkushi, you just, okay, thank you very much. I will clean up Toronto, Tokyo. I'll restore my health, and what are you going to do about it? You can't reach me after that.
He's very strong there. You know, you're gonna be needing the sniper for the constant output of damage, but even with him there, the sniper doesn't do that much damage into the BKB. Pretty much does no damage into the BKB until he gets a Crystallis, Silver Edge, but he's not going for it. And GPK has been caught.
Yeah, to get the dive out again, the Avatar comes through. GPK, the Rolling Thunder, Chakram damage comes out. He gets the blink. He's gone down with the Diffusal Blade. The Shield Crash comes out, and Inkcrash, he secures the kill onto GPK.
Yep. And that's a really fast and nice move from one move. You can see when the tower is dead in the mid lane, when they open up the map, Gilgir and Aincrad, they can make moves. These two, dynamic duo one move, have been making everything happen. And Munkushi has gotten to a point with this SF where he's so strong, they get a tier 2 down. Last game, they didn't take a single tower down for 40 minutes. Now, they're the ones leading in terms of towers, and they've only lost one to BetBoom.
Yeah, and you can see, oh, Nightfall, Chakram comes through. He was trying to find some farm. He's going to go for the TP, nothing to disrupt that. The Afterlife, no Yule Scepter, nothing like that to get the disruption onto the TP. So Nightfall at least gets himself away, but really questionable move there to dive into the creep wave. The Afterlife was farming.
Right now, it's very hard for BetBoom to utilize the strength of their sniper. He has a BKB, and he went for it because when you have a BKB, you don't have to mind your position all that much, but you're still up against the Aegis. So Munkushi is strong, and you need to find a way for Pure to be close to the fight, and for that, I think BetBoom, they're gonna be needing the fight around the mid lane. That is what you want to happen, right? Whereas one move, they want the side lanes to be their territory, because one by one, if they catch people with the tiny and just destroy them with the SF, it's gonna go their way.
Yeah, and you can see that even Gilgir, there's going to be the smoke up coming through from one move. Gilgir gets himself a double damage rune. He's going to be coming right back into this.
Yeah, they want an open area like bottom jungle, and Save is going to be their first, the first casualty.
Yep, Sharpshooter, he tries to get away from the distance, but Phantom just walks himself up to the high ground, and Afterlife gets the kill. Hook shot away there from Toronto, Tokyo. So overall, not the worst loss there from BetBoom, but again, a really nice smoke move from one move, just to force everyone to the other side of the map. You know, take away this farm that Pure wants from his own jungle.
By the positioning of BetBoom, you could see that they didn't want to fight there. They just wanted that smoke to be broken as fast as possible. They were aware something was happening. The Aegis is going to expire. They're going to go for a move. Just get the smoke broken as fast as possible so that we can continue farming. And that's those are kind of the points where you just give a support life away. Even though you know that the enemies are coming, even with great positioning in an open area, you're aware that you can easily get dismantled.
Yeah, and GPK having to hide himself in the tree line there to make sure he doesn't get caught out by the Pangolier. Pango going towards the... So it's going to be the Ags first and not a Basher coming out for the Pangolier. So it is going to be the Ag Scepter into the Shard for Aincrad.
It looks like he wants more damage, and it's understandable because SF, let's say SF gets doomed. He needs to run away, hasn't popped the BKB. You need someone that is going to be dishing out the damage. The Timber can't do it, but... you know, battery assault, stuff like that. If he's not mobile in a fight, it can be a problem. But I really like the itemization from Aincrad. He is going for he has the Lincoln Sphere. So during the Rolling Thunder, he is pretty much untouchable. You can delay it a little bit, hook shot, Sonic Wave, but you can't really turn on him. Yeah. And that is a really big thing for one move. So they're itemizing well, they're playing well, they're moving nicely, and they're not taking risky moves. Not taking risky moves can be problematic because later on down the line you still have a hook shot and you have a sniper. SF, you know, he can deal with the sniper late game, but if the sniper has a good position, it's a problem. Now it's nighttime, so it's gonna be easier for the sniper to position himself correctly because you have that night vision.
Yeah, and you can see the Afterlife. He's gonna be on the steps for the D ward here, Toronto, Tokyo. And just in the path where Afterlife was stepping up, because that D ward was happening, he just steps himself back. We've got the Doom as well, going towards the Octarine Core. So he's already got himself the Aether Lens, so he gets that increased cast range, but when he does get that Octarine Core up, you know, reduced time on the Doom anyway, and then the reduction at level 20, that minus 35 second Doom cooldown, that's going to be a really nice spike for Nightfall if he can get to it in time.
considering that BetBoom aren't really fighting at all, not fast or whatever, they're gonna need the change of pace for that item to really come into play. For that, this mid lane tower needs to fall. You can see that BetBoom are always around that mid lane trying to make a fight happen there, but one move just are not allowing it. Right? They know this game is gonna be in their favor until they lose a fight around the mid lane and lose the mid lane tower, and they TP to the top lane. That's not a place that you want to be at. You immediately smoke out from there, but it's they're searching for GPK. They're hoping that he stayed there. Unfortunately for them, he's already out.
Yeah, GPK, he's playing it. I mean, he's died once. He's only got a kill and 2 assists, but he's playing it incredibly safe. He knows that he doesn't want to be picked off. If a team fight does break out, you know, he wants to be able to respond to that. He doesn't want to be the cause of the team fight by the fact that he does go down first. And the Living Armor comes out into the mid lane. They're not going to hang around here, BetBoom, to try and take this one down. So one move, they're going to go for a real, even without the smoke. Okay, the ward, it spots him out. The bushwhack comes through onto the tree, and the hookshot in now as well. They do want to try and engage from long range. It looks like they're going to be able to do damage. Look at it. You look at, he's taking so much damage here now on Pure. He's just a right-click beast at the minute.
Oh man, 2 supports just dead there. They don't have the 4 staffs just yet. Just not a lot of kills happening around the map, and the ones that are taking everything are one move cores. But this SF is a beast. He has a Daedalus. Yeah. If he gets on top of anybody, he kills them in mere seconds, right? Any hero on BetBoom just dies. You don't have extra armor on any one of your heroes. Queen of Pain is going for an AC. We'll have it, but even that is not gonna help all that much, especially not to his teammates. To him, it will, but to his teammates, they're still gonna get ripped apart.
Yeah, I'm a Doom maybe cursing that he didn't keep the ice armor to come through, but he's gonna have, what's his courier? It's in this, okay, so it's in the side shop. It's just waiting for him to get the gold. Only about 40-30 gold away, so this creep camp should be enough to get that Octarine out, and the Doom is available, so that might be another go. You know, the BKB's there as well for the Doom. How is Sniper looking on his? He's already got his, it's a fresh one as well. GPK on his BKB, he's got his. That's down to 8 seconds, so this could be a really perfect time for one move if they take this fight before they can get the Octarine. No, it's up for the Doom. Really good bit of fun. A hookshot, it comes through now as well. They get the lockdown. Phantom, he's going to be the one lockdown in the cogs on the 4 staff, but the Clockwork does get rooted up backlines. Nightfall, he's trying to get himself in. He's getting the Doom off now as well. Onto Shadow Fiend, and Shadow Fiend, in fact, did he? He did, yeah. So the kill comes out, Nightfall claims it off, and Pure takes down Pantomim. This is not what one move wanted from that smoke.
Yep. Remember, not a concentrated fight, a chaotic fight that you can start with the Avatos combo and the SF just blows someone up. They didn't get that. I don't know, maybe the SF should get a blink. You know, maybe go for the arcane blink even on the SF so that you have that big team fight initiation, because it's easy for BetBoom to read you. If they are playing around the mid lane, if they have vision around there, it's a problem. Though, still, one move. They didn't lose the fight. They lost the fight, but they didn't lose it heavily enough for BetBoom to take the Aegis. So if one move can delay enough for the SF to come back, one move might be able to get themselves an Aegis.
Well, the chase is on to Nightfall here. 5-0-1-4. Does he want to blink up? The hookshot comes through. It connects onto the Tiny. He wanted Afterlife, but they'll settle for the Tiny. One more right that comes through, and Toronto Tokyo is the one to claim that kill. And you see even Pure from the low ground with the arcane. He always got the Shadow Blade there as well. He wants to go in towards that Silver Edge. A really nice pick off up against the Tiny.
Oh, it was a very smart TP from the Doom. He has the Octarine, so his cooldown on the TP is 30 seconds, right? So he just TPs towards the bottom lane, and he pushes that one out. That's something that one move are gonna have to be dealing with. You have the living armor, but there you're asking yourself, am I healing the mid lane tower? Am I defending the bottom one? And you know that you're gonna be losing a lot of farm, and maybe even a tower if you don't react to it. So BetBoom, they're putting themselves in a position where they're gonna be fine either way. You know, even if you lose the Roche, you're taking towers, you're pushing in the waves, you're gonna be able to delay the first 2-3 minutes of the Aegis just with the lanes being pushed out. Because top lane is just way easy to do it to. And okay, now they see Tiny on the bottom lane. It's smoke time. Very nice 1-2 move from BetBoom, and now they're gonna be able to get on top of one move or at least secure themselves the top area.
Yeah, if they can rotate around, which they are doing, and they get a good couple of kills off here, if they take down Inkrad and like Pantomim, that could potentially open up the Roche bit. Roche is back up. That's going to be the second one as well. In fact, they might find Monkuchi. Do they have the dive on forward? It does come through the Sandstorm Storm into the Doom. They've caught out the Shadow Fiend. GPK is going to be here now as well. Blown up Sharpshooter.
No more damage.
Shot on the back lines. They've got Pantomime trapped here. So there's not going to be an overgrowth. The Roll Thunders just come through, but it doesn't matter. Pure. He takes down Pantomime again. And now the chase onto Afterlife. Afterlife, he's going to be slowed down. The headshots coming through as well. He needs to pop the Greaves as well as that Hood to get himself away from the damage. But again, no buyback on the train, no buyback on the Shadow Fiend. They can just move themselves into the Roach Pit.
Yep, easy to do so right now. They don't even go for the mid lane tower. They're just going straight into Roach, hoping that the SF doesn't have a buyback, and their hopes are going to be true. They know without the Rolling Thunder, there's nothing stopping them from getting that one. The Sniper DD in that fight, the damage output was insane, even though he didn't really get a chance to kill everyone, you know, because his damage output wasn't that great. At least it made sure that one move they cannot re-engage. They knew what they were up against and how much it's going to be hurting them if they commit.
Yeah, now he has that Aegis, he has the shot there as well, going towards the Hurricane Pike, but he's got the Silver. Oh, they might be able to find a Tiny again. A Tiny, he was getting brave with that D-Ward, but just chose to back himself away, which, good choice. Yeah, I recommend that. So that, you know, it gets the TP towards the top lane, Nightfall. He's already TPing out of the lane, though, so they're not going to be able to get the catch onto Nightfall, catch him out of position.
So there was Toronto Tokyo now buys a gem. They got the enemy gem there for a second, but it got taken back. I don't know if you saw before, not the previous fight, but the one before that, there was a gem in the Roche pit for the entirety of it that one move put in, and they couldn't get to it. And only when the fighting ended did they pick it back up. But yeah, BetBoom in the last like 10 minutes, they have been the ones controlling the map. They have understood where they need to fight, and they are saying we are not fighting on the side lanes. We're not. Now they can, because now they have the strength on the Sniper to even do that. But they always wanted to get Pure involved, and with having the potential of that constant output of damage, it's just way too tough for one move to really initiate because you're losing heroes. But now things changes with the supports having 4 staffs. This is what one move we're lacking, and this is what allows them to go for longer fights, because you're not gonna die after just first initiation, hopefully.
Well, we'll keep our fingers crossed for them there. And Toronto Tokyo, he was so close to throwing out the hook shot onto Aincrad in the mid lane, but Aincrad will be able to get himself away using that blink just to move himself out. How is he looking in terms of items here? He did get the Scepter as well as the Shard. So it looks like he actually wants to go Lincoln Sphere as well. We know that's up, but he wants to go back for the Bastion now.
Yep. Bastion is a great item against the Queen of Pain in particular. You know, Sniper, when he has a BKB, you're more relying on the lucky shot, but during his during his BKB he doesn't do much. But if you bash the Queen of Pain, you might be able to take her down. She pops the BKB, she gets bashed, and the SF just does enough damage to finish her off. That is something that you should be looking out for. SF, he doesn't get the blink, but he gets the Hurricane Pike. I kind of like that. Having the ability, the mobility as well, to get into the fight and dish out the damage is something that he was lacking in most of these fights. That's why one move could never make an initiation if it was in a 5 versus 5 scenario, because the SF doesn't have the ability to get close.
Look at this as well. It's going to be mass DPs into the mid lane. The BetBoom have been bouncing between these 2 towers in the bottom lane and in the mid lane. They're living armor, just keeping them healed up. But do they want to... They're just going to bounce back towards the bottom tower, it looks like. Living armor, again, keeping these towers full health. But with these mass TPs, the smoke coming out from one move, Nightfall, he's a decent distance away. Is this the refresher? It's the full refresher. It's the full refresher onto the Doom. You get the kill to save, so it looks like BetBoom, do they want to back themselves up, or are they going to re-engage?
They can re-engage in a couple of seconds once the Rolling Thunder is out.
Yeah, there it is. Aincrad, he sticks around to farm up this ancient camp. Do they have the vision?
Everyone on their own vision. They don't want to go on the opponents. Both of these, the dire side, we're gonna fight around our ward. The Raiden has the same idea, but around the mid lane, BetBoom are gonna be happier, because that's where they have the night vision from the Sniper, and they have the rocket flare that is gonna give them the edge.
Yeah, and it's not gonna be too long before save is back up, and they could again with this refresher now. That would be the reveal on the refresher. Look for the double Doom. He did go for the mana burn creep as well. So not in the laning stage, but eventually he does pick it up on the Doom.
Interesting. Really. 20 plus 2 times the target's intelligence. You're not playing against int heroes, I guess. Mana burn is nice. Oh, okay. Can he? No, he shouldn't be able to break the Lincolns with one. So, or should he? He should be able to do it, right?
If you don't know, I definitely don't know.
It is the Lincoln's breaker. There's no other reason he would. Yeah. I was just remembering the, the neutral items breaking the Lincolns and everyone just crying of it. Yeah, but the Doom can. The Doom with stolen spells definitely can.
Well, we'll see if he's going to be able to do it here now as well. Pantomime, there's going to be a really nice spot. The hookshot, it misses again. Splits the wickets between the two heroes. But Triumph Tech is still going to be locked down. Backlines is going to be the dive in now as well. Doom comes out onto Afterlife with the overgrowth. So they're not going to be able to capitalize on this.
Expires.
Do they get the... They do. The refresh not going to be used just yet. And they get the kill onto GPK so they can carry on going if they want to here. It looks like the chase down. Toronto Tokyo trying to drop the cogs, but they're going to be able to get themselves on top of Nightfall. Nightfall, he pops that BKB. He's looking to get himself away from this. Just going to go for the TP before that BKB wears off. No bashes. No kill.
Aincrad didn't have the swashbuckle for another second. Nightfall knew about that one. BetBoom getting ahead of themselves. When you have the Aegis on a sniper, he needs to start attacking before the fight even starts. But they went aggressively, they missed some of their spells, and suddenly the Rolling Thunder just destroyed them, connecting onto three heroes who were right next to each other, and you just die. With the Queen of Pain, you got all of these defensive items, and she got smacked down easily. Never moved an inch after the BKB was done. One move. They're again in the driver's seat. It's gonna be some time before BetBoom are up and running, and that should allow you to take down at least 1 tier 2.
Yeah, the tier 2 tower mid is gonna fall here, and Munkushi cleaning that one up with the rest of his team, but Munkushi putting out those right clicks. And again, GPK no way back into this game for the next 20 seconds. So one move taking complete advantage of having this hero deficit on the side of BetBoom. And BetBoom, they just play away. They're just looking for farm on Pure, looking for these next couple of items. Nightfall again farming up. He's going to be going towards the in desk here on Doom.
Okay. Maybe he's thinking, I need to get in and I don't need to start the fight, right? But I need to be someone that the fight can be started on and I still get my spells out. That could be the approach. Okay, with him switching up to an Aghanim Scepter, it's pretty much certain that that's not what he wants to do. BetBoom still want to utilize their vision, but daytime is coming, and that's the time where one move can be aggressive. No more nighttime vision from the sniper, but it's still nighttime for another 20 seconds, so we need to be careful.
Yeah, Nightfall, he tried to get himself in there and immediately gets hexed off by the Timbersaw, so he can't carry on going, he can't engage, can't get any dooms off. And all of a sudden, BetBoom just needs to back themselves away just because Nightfall got shut down after that blink.
I'm looking at one move items. The big one, Timbersaw has a hex. That is the huge one for me. The other ones, well, they're just going mass Lincolns right now. So even if you have something to break the Lincolns with the Doom, they're gonna have something against it. That's why Nightfall is putting so much emphasis on the Aghanim Scepter, because he can see in the late game the Doom being used is becoming a problem, because one move they're getting towards those luxury items.
Well, they're gonna get the dive in though. This is gonna be the tiny page with his life.
That is just no hesitation from BetBoom.
Yeah.
You know, in the mid, if we see someone, we're jumping them in the mid lane, he's gonna be alone, and like they say him go 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 go, or maybe they don't even say anything, but they just jump on that guy because they understand he has to die immediately.
Yeah, but while this is happening, I mean, Roche, the big man, is only going to be... It's a minute and a half respawn on that. Timbersaw is trying to keep the pressure onto the bottom lane here with the creep wave, pushing it in. It's a double catapult wave as well. So it's going to be out of the range of the tier 3 tower, so the catapults, this next wave should catch up. Fortification even being used onto this creep wave, as well as the top tier 2. So really nice timing on both of those sides, which means this lane, the double catapults should push it into the tier 3 here from the side of one move. Did he get the dive though? Did he get the kill to Toronto Tokyo? Taking a lot of damage. The creep's even doing the job in Aincrad. He gets it with a swashbuckle.
Man, Aincrad is destroying this game. He's level 25, minus 20 seconds on the Rolling Thunder. He's just always gonna have it now. That's why he just, without hesitation, goes for it. Just want to do it. And I mean, it's 5k gold lead for BetBoom, but it feels like one move are again in control. If Aincrad is free to go around the fight, and considering he has the Lincolns, he should be able to. BetBoom, they have to run during this Rolling Thunder. On the other hand, though, if the Pango does get doomed, the fight is just straight up over.
Yeah, and we'll see. I mean, there's going to be the smoke out from one move, so they're coming from the radiant side of the map to try and get
Monkushi haste.
aggressive. Do they have any vision? They don't. So Monkushi, yeah, like you say, with the haste, he's got that Daedalus. He's going towards the Lincolns of his own. He only needs about 100 gold for the recipe, but they want to make the move. They want to, you know, cut out and stab back in here onto... But the Cliff Easy, yeah, Pure. He's gonna be knocking himself down here with the concussive grenade. The right click's coming through. Ironclad's gonna be doomed inside that Rolling Thunder. He gets himself away from this one. He's gonna give the refresh. Nightfall jumps himself in onto Afterlife now, and the damage Gilga is gonna be locked down. He's gonna be killed off. The Sharpshooter comes through. They take down the Timber Saw. And the Roche is back up. It's 2 heroes dead, 3 heroes gone down, one with using the buyback already. Monkushi just has to TP himself away. This will open up the pit for BetBoom.
This just now shows the weaknesses of the one move lineup. When the Pango is doomed, even during the Rolling Thunder, they cannot fight. Like, it's impossible. It was 5 heroes surrounding Pure in the river. He was all alone. You can't do anything because your Pango is useless, right? Because he cannot make the plays. You're in so much trouble. And now the Aegis will go the way of BetBoom. And guess what? I mean, they're gonna have a double doom in no time.
Yeah. Yeah, Nightfall. Oh, bottom lane though, there's a lot of damage coming through from Ironclad onto Nightfall here. You usually have enough to take him down. Ironclad with a roll up. Has to get himself away, but Save rotates in. He has to be careful of the bushwhack. Assassinate now as well onto Ironclad. He gets the blink away into the trees.
You know,
not going to scout him out. The bushwhack though, it doesn't land. They have the vision though. Nothing to disrupt the TP.
That bushwhack lands and he's just dead.
Yeah.
He does have... I actually didn't have the money for buyback, but you know, one bounty rune maybe would have given him enough gold. But man, it was there playing with his life. You can see just how much he can do if he's rolling around. The one move, they want to be fast right now. They want to make something happen while Pure isn't there.
Yeah, Nightfall though, he already has that BKB off, so he's not going to be feared out. Do they have the control to take him down now? The Sonic Wave comes through. GPK, he has that refresher in his backpack though. They get the kill onto Nightfall. Nightfall goes down. GPK, he takes down Gilga. Ironclad trying to chase again. Rolling Thunder coming through. GPK, he turns. There's going to be the save coming through from the Stormcrafter.
Pure is coming in.
Do they have enough damage to take down after that Timber Saw? Toronto, Tokyo, he's getting low, but he's not going to be killed off and saved. He already used that Sharpshooter, so not going to be able to get it off onto the Timber Saw.
Pure, as soon as he saw that there might be something happening in the mid lane, he started running from the bottom lane. It took him some time, but he got there in time. One move, they might have decided to chase even further there if he wasn't cutting off the SF and the Timber Saw, and they just can't go through him while he has the Aegis.
Yeah, and who took... yes, no, sorry, it was the Refresher Shard onto the Queen of Pain. Looks like he already used that in that last fight.
That was just beautiful usage of the Stormcrafter from GPK. You need to use it at a perfect time to dodge the Rolling Thunder. So if you use the Satanic, he starts attacking Ironclad. Rolling Thunder coming over him, uses the Stormcrafter. That's like, what, 0.4 seconds that you're up? No, 0.75. Okay, it's not that low. But 0.75, you're up in the air, and then he just continues attacking, getting his HP up. So very nicely done. Also, one big thing right now, Revenant's Brooch. The amount of damage that this Queen of Pain with her right clicks will be doing. I think he just wants to jump a support and kill him. Let's say there's a hook shot on a support. He forces himself out, and that's where the Queen of Pain jumps in. Ghost Scepters, not gonna help. You don't have them, but even if you buy them, they're not gonna help. He's just gonna rip you apart with the Revenant's Brooch, and I think that's the idea. Make sure that one support cannot escape, come back into the fight, and do more damage or create more problems for the team.
Yeah, getting the advantage coming through from the Witchblade, as well as the extra... Is it attack speed? It's a little bit more attack speed as well that it offers. A bit more in... So Queen of Pain going to be hexed. They have enough damage. A Chakram coming through. There is going to be a Recruiting Soul as well. They take down Toronto, Tokyo. GPK, he's going to fall. He gets saved. One move. They look up for this. That's a really nice fight. 2 heroes with no buyback. What can they do off the momentum from this?
Oh, this is so big, and it's also a minute and a half before the Aegis expires. So one move, they now push Pure back into the base. They might even be able to take down a lane of Rax, or at least a tier 3. But the main thing is that this Aegis that BetBoom have gotten, it doesn't give them anything. Both teams just have such a great chance to win this game. And one move, they managed to make this happen during the nighttime. Pure, now he understands, man, I have to be with my team all the time. And he was found.
They're going to get the dive in Nightfall. He tries to get himself in, but he was stunned up by the Basher. There's going to be the Doom here onto the Timber Saw. As it looks like GPK, he wants to get back in now as well. The Aegis has been popped before he gets reclaimed. He might be able to get the kill onto the train. The train looking for the TP away, and Ironclad, he's going to be able to get himself out. No, yeah, both heroes get out of the hook shot. And misses.
Oh man, was that close with the hook shot. That could have been a kill. Look at the wards coming in from one move. And BetBoom, they lost their gem just earlier. And these wards are not going to be taken down. One move is going to have all the info where BetBoom want to go. That's one thing I have to point out. The ninja gear on Nightfall, that is going to be a problem for one move. If you don't find the Doom, you're going to be in so much trouble.
He blinks, but he doesn't blink in the right direction, and Gilgir will be away. So Doom, looking for that quick pick, isn't able to get on top of the Tiny, and potentially not the target he wanted to use that Doom on anyway.
You're okay with using it on him because it has a lower cooldown. Tiny's gonna be dead for a long time. He's level 20, so you're okay using it because every time that one move are missing a hero, or in this situation would be 2 heroes off the map, you can go wherever you want, and then it's gonna be easier for Cure to get himself into these fights. What one move are doing is that they're using the mobility of the Pango to push out the lanes, and that's why they're getting better engagements.
Yeah, and look at this now as well. Pantomime just drops those cliff wards behind him as well. Prime Tinker Spot's coming out, and Pantomime just finding that vision. It means that if there is the scurry coming out from safe through these trees to try and hide out into the sides, you know, try and set up for a bushwhack. 3 heroes waiting for this. They're waiting for anybody to come up and aggress onto this tier 2 tower in the bottom lane.
Okay, Nightfall did get the A on this. He understands the dangers of a toss-back Hex, and he wants to be a frontliner. So he's going back to the plan where, guys, we need a frontliner. We need someone that is not going to die to the enemy initiation, and it's going to be the Doom. So he gets tossed in, he uses the A on disc, and then the double Doom comes out while he's in the middle of the fight. That is a big one, and it can be something that allows BetBoom to win these fights a little bit easier.
Yeah, and you can see that he's waiting on that as well. Like you say, he's not putting it together just yet. He's holding back. He's waiting in case that toss comes in. You know, he doesn't want to be using it just in the middle of the fight, all willy-nilly. Like he wants to use it in that specific situation that it's going to be the most effective. But
so SF is level 25 as well, so his damage output is insane as well. You know, Sniper, he has the 100 the tank range, but if they get on top of him, it's not like that's going to be changing anything. Whereas this SF talent, it can make his damage output insanely strong.
Over the dive, they're going to be able to find out the tree, and the reveal is going to be there. It is only the position 5, but everything counts here coming into 50 minutes. Doesn't have it, yeah.
Yep, it's a dieback. He doesn't have a buyback for another minute, and that's pretty much where he'll be dead. And immediately it allows BetBoom to go for these aggressive plays. Nice moving from Gilgir. It's very good that he has 3 mobile items, because mobility is what matters for one move here. If you can go in, get out, go in, get out, and just not die at the start of the fight when you get initiated on, you are in a good position to win the fight.
Yeah, ooh, he might not be so lucky here. Gilgir, the post up comes out, so he's going to get himself away from the bushwhack, but Nightfall's going to be in with BKB. The damage you have enough to take the Tiny down. There's going to be up to the high ground, but the SF, Nightfall, he wants to be diving in, has to use that refresh. He has now got that second Doom if he wants to get it out. SF at least has the buyback. Queen of Pain going to be Hex, a double Chakram coming through, taking so much damage here on this Queen of Pain. Gets the blink away though, forces out the buyback, and this is going to be enough for BetBoom. Aincraft, you don't want to overcommit. The roller does come out from him now as well. Doesn't have that rolling thunder for the next 6 seconds, but he might be able to get the kill onto Nightfall, but the head shot damage coming through. He's going to be doomed. They're going to be able to go into the Pangolier. Pangolier caught out bushwhack. Lincoln Sphere not going to be able to keep him alive, and they get the kill, and he might be able to force out. And well, BetBoom, they're looking low, so they've already got that buyback coming through from the SF there. They don't want to overcommit in trying to force out the buyback from the Pangolier, so they're going to be happy with this and just back themselves away.
Those Lincoln Spheres have been the saving grace for the side of one move, but now Doom can get the Aghanim Scepter if he wants it. Also, Doom applies Break. SF, that's a problem for him, and the presence of the Dark Lord. Pango, as well, your Lucky Shot is not going to be coming out when you're doomed, and also Timbersaw. So this break is going to be a big deal. In one move, they can't let the Roche go, so they're going forward.
Going to be able to get the top of Doom now as well. Hex comes out, trying to damage, but Toronto, Tokyo, they get the kill onto Nightfall. Nightfall's going to go down. He didn't really have anything left to do. We're all on cooldown. He's caught in a little gap. This might keep GPK. Do they have enough to keep him locked down? They do. Overgrowth there onto GPK. So they get 2 calls.
Buyback.
Hey, it is, yeah, he's dead for 120 seconds. Toronto, Tokyo trying to get himself away there as well, but Afterlife has the damage with the Chakrams, gets the kills, and it's only going to be the Sniper as well as the Hoodwink left up. Is this going to be enough to... Pure, you cannot be out of your base. You cannot be caught out here, mate. As Afterlife, he wants to dive in. The break does come through from that Silver Edge. And now Pure, does he have the damage to take him down? No, he's
got the BKB off.
Do they have the save? Yeah, he's not going to be able to get up just yet. He might be able to keep him. He's got the Satanic. He's still got that BKB, though. The force staff comes out. He wants to get on top of Gilgia. And now he goes with the BKB. Aincrad has to get himself away with that Rolling Thunder.
Roche up in 81 moves. Got it. No, they're going for Pure. They want him dead.
Yeah, he's already used that BKB. He's already used the Satanic. The force staff has to be used to get him back to safety for Pure. Right clicks out now.
Yeah, it's like a truck.
Yeah, look at the damage he's putting out. Over, what's that, 300, nearly 400 damage coming out for right click on the sniper before reduction. And he has the attack speed as well because he has the Melania as well as the Swift Blink.
The fourth Roche is up. You are playing against the Clockwork, so it's dangerous, but they know that the Queen of Pain is not going to be there.
Still no onto the Doom. He wasn't able to get the Doom off onto Aincrad, and Aincrad's going to be coming right back in. Rolling Thunder, they've got themselves on top of the sniper. They've Limit Cave, trying to keep him alive. The toss comes out though. The Requiem of Souls, it's going to be Pure. He's dead. He has that buyback. But this might be the space and time that One Move need to get themselves into the pit.
Bottom lane in trouble, like a gazillion range creeps. Of course, Nightfall will deal with those, but that means Roche is gone. Fourth Roche in favor of One Move, even with a 10k gold deficit. They're the ones that are controlling this game. You need a Doom on the Pango. Aincrad is just doing so much in this game, in the entirety of the game, and now in the late game, he's crushing it.
And Aghanim's blessing for the tree. And does he want to keep it himself, or does he hand it over here? It looks like creating space in his inventory, Mancusi, so he's going to be the one to claim that. Gives up his boots for now, but he does have the shard as well as the scepter here on the SF.
So he got the scepter. Like, was there a better one to give it to? I haven't seen. Yeah, Tiny, not really. Timbersaw has it. The Pango has it, and yeah, the Treant one is actually pretty good. But yeah, you probably feel like you want Mancusi as strong as possible. Though the Eyes of the Forest, I actually would have liked those, because One Move they've shown if they get the right jump, the fight is just theirs. Especially with this toss into a Hex combo. And because of that combo, BetBoom, they don't want to buy back on the sniper. They might just let this lane of Rax go, because you don't want to get into an engagement.
No, and you can see that Aincrad as well. He's diving into this back part of the map. He's just throwing out shield crashes and swashbuckles like they're nothing, trying to find anyone he can. So they do claim Arax here on the side of One Move. Sniper will be up in 9 seconds though. And what can BetBoom do from this? Do they just have to defend the base and look to see if One Move get out of position, find the pickoffs that way, or do they want to get aggressive with Nightfall and its refresher when it's back up in 59 seconds?
Or you don't get aggressive now, because okay, nighttime is gonna come, then maybe you can, but overall, yeah, they're going in. I would wait those 10 seconds. Just wait for 10 seconds, because you will need that extra night vision. They got scanned out though. One Move knows this is dangerous for BetBoom. They could lose the game right here.
Yeah, it's going to be a massive wraparound though, so maybe One Move.
Pure is alone.
Expecting the length of this Pure. He's in the silver. They've got the reveal. Do they have the lockdown on him now as well? There's going to be the Rolling Thunder. He needs to run his little legs away from this one. He's out. Where's the rest of his team though? Oh, Tokyo. He's going to be close. What's that?
Waiting.
Does he get it? No, the Overgrowth comes out. Flurk, he's got these flares going. He's going to be able to get the hook shot coming through onto Afterlife. Do they have the control? Do they have it? The toss comes back. The sharpshooter's going to connect. But Afterlife, he's away. That sharpshooter is going to wear off, and they know that One Move, they know that BetBoom, they have to TP on back to defend the base. So they're just going to be stepping up. They're looking for another tier 3. They're looking for another set of racks here on the side of One Move.
Arcane Blink on the SF. If you get someone on the tossback, SF can blink behind them, use that ulti with the Arcane Blink, and it's just going to be a disaster for BetBoom. So One Move now, they have so many ways to play this out. If they can get the Hex onto someone from Afterlife and BetBoom start defending that one, it's going to be so tough to fight at this moment, especially because you're up against the Aegis.
Yeah, Aincrad coming in with a roll-up. It looks like he can get himself away from this one. Pure GPK having to use the Stormcrafter there as well just to get himself up in the air. The rocket players do continue to come through. Do they have the damage to take Mancusi down twice? So Sharpshooter, it's still, the break is going to be there, but that age is up for the next 2 minutes.
29 to 28 this game. When we went into it, we thought One Move, they don't have a chance. BetBoom are just such a better team, but One Move on the back of Gilgir and his rotations in the early mid game, and Aincrad, I mean, this guy has been a god of this game, damage wise, control wise, movement wise. He did everything. They are able to control this one, and they don't take the second lane of Rax. but still, they're the ones dictating the tempo of the game. Still, good things for BetBoom. They have an Aeon Disc on the Doom. They have an Aeon Disc on the Clockwork. So now they have 2 heroes that you're okay to get initiated on and for the fight to start off that way. But they're always missing the damage on the side of BetBoom to kill people fast. That's why if you click on Pure, you're gonna be seeing that he wants a rapier and he has 10k gold. So you just might buy it already.
Yeah, you can see that his courier it's going towards the side shop. As soon as they see these heroes on the side of one move, well, did they get a kill on to save GPK? He's gonna be stood up again. He has that blink. He's gonna pop the BKB and get that blink off the courier though for Pure. Toronto Tokyo, he's gonna be caught out. Did you have the damage? The right click damage over Ian this. He keeps him alive for a little bit longer. Force staff comes out. Munkushi though, he still gets that cleanup. And Pure, he's not micro in this courier, so he's not gonna be getting the rapier out just yet.
He needed to wait for that hit from the SF to connect and then go for the Force Staff because he got himself away and the hit was flying in. Aeon Disc stops and then he dies. One move. They're really looking stronger right now. Did he buy the rapier? Not just yet. His career is hiding. I think the idea is he wants the buyback and the rapier, and he doesn't have it just yet. He's missing 200 gold. Oh, actually, he has it now. He has it now.
We'll see if he moves it in, but he's got to be so careful now that the timing is down. The one move, the heroes are moving back up to the secret shop. You can even see it Afterlife. He was just moving himself and getting the vision off, checking if there were any couriers around. He might have just forgot about his courier.
Nah, man, no one forgets about their courier. Like, look at how beautiful and cute it is. So it's not gonna be happening. I think. Okay, now the Hoodwink is sending in her courier. She wants an Aghanims. I haven't seen a decoy for a very long time. Pretty much ever since it was changed to the Aghanim Scepter one. So yeah. I'm very surprised he's going for that one. But I guess you don't have anything else to go for. BetBoom, they have to find ways to get good vision of the enemies, and the decoy is actually a really good way to do so.
Nightfall, he's using the ninja gear. He's smoked up Afterlife with the double chakram though. Pushing onto these creeps. It looks like they want to go for a wrap. Maybe just guides the Pure courier around to the side shop here. Yeah, they're looking for the D-wards. You can see the save. He's playing this so safely. He's trying his best. Limit caping back now as well. Pure though, he's right-clicking onto the creeps. He needs to get himself back. If he gets tossed back, if he gets caught out, I don't really think it matters what he has in his inventory. He's just going to go down.
There is a refresher on the tree as well. I think that is a very big deal for sure, because double overgrowth is a problem. When you look at BetBoom, you might have to use the double BKB from the Doom, and the sniper, he has to use the BKB and the Satanic. It's a problem, and one of those he's gonna use before the first one comes out, and that is a really big problem. But BetBoom, they're still gonna come out. Their scan doesn't connect.
Did they find Hanson? Did he get the lockdown? Did he get the damage? Hanson is going to be taking so many right clicks from Pure here. Backlines, that Doom comes out. He's going to be able to lock down to Munkushi. Muted out of the bushwhack. It actually doesn't connect. The damage coming out onto Tiny. He might still go down. GPK, he's already used his BKB. So the damage coming through, and this is going to be Nightfall. He's trying to do his best with this Doom, but they get the kill onto the Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain is dead. No buyback, doesn't have the gold. And now, well, they get the buyback coming through from SF, but everybody, they have to get themselves away.
There it is now. We can see what the Doom does. The second one wasn't used, but he still has a BKB, so one move have to be careful. But GPK, no buyback. He doesn't have the gold.
No, he's about 500 gold away. Nightfall, though, he wants to be diving in. Hook shot now as well onto the Pangolier. The Doom, the right-click damage coming through from Pure. He has that rapier. He's going to be able to clean up onto Afterlife. Afterlife, he does have the buyback again. If he needs to get in, but the target is going to be Munkushi. Munkushi, and you can see that Munkushi, he's not taking any risk. Pantomime, he gets clean with the right-clicks. Again, Pure. Well, with the concussive tornado, with the Hurricane Pikes, does he actually get the damage onto Munkushi? Can he force out this dieback here onto the SF?
He hurts. He really hurts.
Yeah, but there's going to be a tough cut. This is not where you want to be as a sniper. How can he get himself away from this one? He just has to waddle himself out. The damage still coming through, but the Glimmer Cape is going to keep him alive. Do they have the damage to take him down? This is going to be the rapier on the deck. Full stuff. It's not going to be enough to keep him alive. This is going to be the rapier. It goes to Munkushi. Buyback comes through from the sniper. He doesn't have a backup rapier now, and everybody buying back into this if they can, if it's available. This game, it's looking like it's going to end in the next couple of minutes here, and one move. They are in the driver's seat. Shadow Fiend with the rapier. The damage coming out. What can BetBoom do against this? They need a second rapier. They need to get themselves back in. And Sniper's got it queued up, but he's not going to be able to get himself close to that side shop to get it.
It's still anybody's game because SF used this buyback in the last fight. If he dies, it's probably done so for one move. We know how much the Pango can do, but the SF is no pushover either, man. Pango did 10,000 damage in that fight. Pure did 11,000, and again, they're trying to kill Pure. He dies here. The game is just over, and we're going into game 3.
Yeah, and they've got the Hex on him now as well. He doesn't have that BKB. Toronto Tokyo, excuse me. He's going to be the one that hexed up Pure. He's the one running away. And Toronto Tokyo actually uses defensive hookshot. Right click coming through. Sniper, what can he do? Can he get the kill onto SF? And again, he is the one with the rapier. They want to try and go into Ironclad now as well. Afterlife, send a chain away. He wants to get right back into this. He uses the boost to travel onto the creeps. That was close. Right in front of the entire BetBoom lineup.
Also, tier 5 items are, some of them are there for one move. They have the Arcanist's armor and the Ex Machina. The Timber Saw is the one that has the Ex Machina, and that's a double Hex. That's a double Lincoln's. Double Guardian Greaves doesn't really do anything, but at least you can perch something off. Ironclad?
The dive comes in. Ironclad, is he a little bit too far out of position? Even with the roll-up, hookshot comes through. He's trying to get himself away. The Rolling Thunder carries on, so he's going to be able to get himself out of danger. But question, if he wasn't able to there, that's a big advantage to start a BetBoom, especially since Nightfall coming right back alive now into this game.
Are there any big items? Do we have Hoodwink? Where is she? Okay, he wants the Hex. I like this much better than the Aghanim Scepter. But the buybacks? They're not looking great for the side of BetBoom. They have one. One will have one as well. So next fight, it could decide a game. No more double overgrowth for the side of one move. Both teams have to be extra careful. The Doom, Nightfall last time around, he got on top of the SF. If he does so again, it is a big problem.
Giant's Ring for the Tiny. Just waiting for Munkushi, maybe for it to be flown out. So did he pass it over? He did, and oh, though, Aincrad in the pit. He sees Toronto Tokyo. The Hogs do go down. He's even going to be able to get himself on top, and Pure has himself a second rapier now. This is going to be pretty big coming into this fight. What damage can he do? He's trying to go into Gilgia. But yeah, back lines. Can he get onto Afterlife? What's the Doom going to go for? He might be able to get the kill. Doom with the Force Staff, though. It does get Munkushi away. But Nightfall, he's already used that refresh. He has that second Doom. He's just waiting to be ungrowed here. Pantomime, where's that reveal? Do they have the damage? Pantomime's just going to go for the TP away. The Bushwhack, he cancels it off. He's dead 120 seconds without the tree. Pure can go straight into the pit. And he is going to hide himself into the pit. He's waiting for the rest of his team to catch up. And he might be able to get the kill onto Save. Save goes down. Get no buyback for the Squirrel. Dead for... what's that, 120 seconds, 4.5 minutes before that buyback's back up. The base is pushing in. The longer one move can keep BetBoom outside of this. But yeah, they're just going in. They're going to be able to get themselves an Aegis, another Refresher, another Aghanims they're cleaning up. Do they have the jump in time to go? One move. They're not going to be able to get themselves into this. Pure, he gets the Aegis, all of it going the way of BetBoom, and now they can back themselves out. Okay, the tier 4 is taking a lot of damage from the creeps. Toronto Tokyo trying to do his best to quick out with the rocket flare, but they have an Aegis, they have a rapier on the sniper. He's going to go for a moonshot as well. He wants to get that extra attack speed stacking up. He's about 2,000 gold away. Has to be so careful. Whose courier is it? It's actually Sniper's courier. So yeah, he can't lose that. He can't lose it. If I was him, I'd be sending it over to the Dire Secret Shop.
So, BetBoom currently don't have their tier 5s. The buybacks are going to be resetting in like 3 to 4 minutes, and then we are again going to be in a position where it's not one fight that is separating these teams from winning the game. So then both of the teams will be able to commit a little bit harder. You can see that both One Move and BetBoom, they're very hesitant at committing in fights because they know I die and the game is over, and you don't want that to happen. You don't want to give that so easily to your enemies after playing this game so hard. One thing which is very weird to me, is that the SF is holding the Deso, and Pango is staying with the Spell Prism. So he values 12% cooldown reduction. I kind of feel like Apex on the SF and the Deso on Aincrad would be so good. And I'm looking at the Tiny. He's staying with the Ninja Gear. I wouldn't mind him having the Giant's Ring and the Ninja Gear then in the backpack.
Yeah, I was thinking that you use the Ninja Gear to get the smoke initiation, and then you immediately swap it out into the Giant's Ring. Because when it gets active, you're just running over the heroes. You're going to be doing so much damage with that Giant's Ring. But they're even leaving the Apex. So the plus 70 primary attributes, they're not going the way of the Shadow Fiend.
Yep. That's
Yeah.
weird.
I thought you would have given the Desolator over to the Pangolier, maybe, who, like I say, he still wants that Spell Prism, and then the Apex on the Shadow Fiend.
That's how I thought they were gonna do it as well. The Queen of Pain has the Fallen Sky, so that's a nice initiation tool as well. Refresher Shard on the Queen of Pain, quite strong as well. Who got the Aghanim Scepter? Oh, it was the Sniper. That's actually a really good initiation spell and a good way to break Lincolns as well. That's an interesting one. That's big initiation. I've completely forgotten about that one. Usually, when you see off-lane Sniper or something along those lines, they might go for the for this Aghanim Scepter build, but you very rarely see on Sniper. Still, it is the late game. He got the Moon Shard. Now he has even added nighttime vision. So I think BetBoom in the next 2.5 minutes, they would love to get into a position to fight.
Yeah, and I'm surprised that he's keeping the Swift Blink over the crit potential of the Silver Edge, but I suppose with the Wraith, he does enough damage anyway. He doesn't...
No boots. He
Yeah,
has no boots. He needs mobility.
that is true. That is true.
Now he has force boots though, and now everything changes, right? Now even with the with all of his items, he's gonna have the mobility necessary.
And oh, the Bushwhack. Incred's just going to go straight for the TP out. Yeah, he knows. He might have heard it. He knows something's up. Immediately waits Toronto Tokyo with the hook. It's going to be interrupted. The stun comes out. They're still going to be able to get the Doom. Refresh comes out. Do they have enough damage to take down this Timbersaw? The Force Staff trying to keep him alive and pure with the right clicks as well. Illusions, but it's going to be a really nice second Doom. Can they get on top of Munkushi once again? They've got that break onto him. He's got the BKB still going now. It's going to fade off. The Rocket Flare goes, and they've got the high ground here on the side of BetBoom. They're going to be trying to change in targets onto the Tiny trying to get as far away as possible. It doesn't matter. They get the kill. They lock him down, and there's going to be 2 heroes dead on the side of one move. No buyback on Gilga as well. The Gilga buyback is 1.5 minutes away, and all of a sudden BetBoom, after being, I don't know, hearts in the mouths for the last 30 minutes or so, it seems like they're in now a really comfortable position.
Doom now with the Ex Machina, he has 3 BKBs. He has one from the Refresher Orb, and he can get the other refresh with the Ex Machina. That's so big. That's 18 seconds of a Doom that is running towards you with himself being Doom. It's a big problem for one move. There's nothing they can do about it. And now Aincrad is gonna have to buy back. He dies. Game over.
Yeah, save. He's going to be taken down. He has that buyback available, though, so they could still push it. Use that buyback as a resource if they need it here. Mirror Shield. It comes out. That's going to be really big. Do you think the Queen of Pain keeps... No, going to be swapping off the Fallen Sky. Probably give that back over. I mean, Toronto Tokyo with the Arcanist armor.
This Toronto Tokyo is with the Arcanist armor. Yeah, I like that. You know,
Yeah.
you do want to have that damage reflection. Clockwork wants to be deep in, right? You have this AoE list. You go in, you start the Arcanist armor. Your guys come over, even if there's some AoE damage coming from the Pango, it's not gonna be that big of a deal. And you survive long enough. And these pops, you continue surviving, you continue giving vision to your team. And if BetBoom get the right jump with the Doom, they will win the fight. Then again, if the Doom gets jumped, if you're not giving vision to your team, one move are gonna have the edge if this Pango is allowed to run around and do in the fight whatever he wants.
Yeah, and it's... We see that the Tiny as well. He's got himself he has swapped off to that Giant's Ring. He's going to be back alive in 20 seconds. The buybacks starting to come back up. Toronto, Tokyo. Trying to scout out, push the lanes here with these rocket flares that will be coming through. He's going to see Afterlife with it as well. I mean, Afterlife would have shown anyway, throwing the Chakram up into the wave. So both teams trying to keep the pressure on. But BetBoom, they have to take this bottom lane. They have to even up in terms of racks. They're going to be backing themselves away, and the tower going to be healed up again with the living armor. They just don't find the opening to get themselves onto the high ground to break this tier 3.
Gilgir is teasing a little bit, like we're talking about 80 minutes, right? Not about 80k difference in gold, and that is just the case. We might be getting into our 80-minute game here between BetBoom and One Move. In game number 1, they were absolutely demolished One Move. In game number 2, there were times, really big times in this game when they were the ones dictating the tempo. Now they're the ones behind because the only hero missing the buyback is the most important hero of their lineup, and it's Aincrad. But these guys, they have no fear. They have a lot of guts, and One Move going for a smoke, something that is respectable, but which might actually cost them the game. And Tiny, finally, he has a Giant's Ring. Look at that one.
He takes up the entire, half of the screen there, right at the center. How could you miss him? But the
No
time...
longer young rock. No longer young rock. It's the ring. It's the real one. The real deal.
This full Dwayne The Rock Johnson coming out in this game, in the 70-minute game, as Ironclad he starts in with the Rolling Thunder, trying to get onto the back lines, but one move, can he find a catch here? Again, Nightfall, he's going to have that refresh. He wants to get himself in, and it looks like one move, they don't want to overcommit. They're going to back themselves up to the high ground. They know if they can force this out here and now, these creeps in the bottom lane, they are going to be pushing in. It puts the timer on BetBoom to have to take a fight, respond, or lose the base.
Pure is not using the Satanic, which means he needs to keep tabs on the they're going in on the Tiny.
What the hell are you doing, man? He's got the buyback, but they're going to be able to get on top of the shell feed now as well. Four staffs come through. The damage onto Munkushi from the Sniper Pure. He is just ripping him apart, and the Doom's going to be carrying on ticking. He get the kill
SF is running away.
SFS. He just needs to, he needs to, but there's going to be able to get in. The Thunder Blade comes out on Munkushi. He has the lockdown, the right clicks. He's going to try and do what he can with his ultimate to keep that fear going, but a second Doom comes out. He's dead. Afterlife though, Pure, he's going to be trying to rip through him, and the Doom, it carries it on going. They get a kill. It's going to be 2 dead on the side of one move after the buyback's coming through. Yeah. Oh,
Joker is so fast, he can't move.
He's on top of the cliff. He's going to be caught out again here. With the damage coming through, this is going to be a dieback on the Tiny. Anchor trying to do what he can with the Rolling Thunder. He's just going to be caught out again. He's being caught in all these nooks and crannies. The Rolling Thunder is not going to be effective. And the buyback coming through from the side of one move. What can they do with this? Because it looks like BetBoom, they're going to be happy with this. They're just going to retreat themselves up the cliff. Toronto, Tokyo, not even being caught out. GPK, does he want to try and re-engage onto this Divine Rapier? Where was that dropped? It's down. This is going to be... Did he give it over to the
Queen?
Who gets it? GPK?
GPK, yeah. GPK. His right click is so strong now. Imagine with 700 damage, you're doing magic damage. You're just spamming people there with the Revenant's Brooch. It's gonna be so much damage going their way. One move. Big thing is their Pango didn't die in that fight. His buyback is gonna be coming up in 4 minutes. The game is still not lost, but that was a huge fight for BetBoom, and we are seeing just what happens when BetBoom know where one move is. They can so easily run in with 18-second BKB on the Doom effectively with the refresher. With the Ex Machina, it's so easy for Nightfall now to get on top of these targets. And I don't know if you saw what happened there with the Requiem of Souls. So SF uses the Requiem, the end disc pops on the Doom, it purges off, but then the Requiem comes back and Doom is like, nope, again. He gets himself out, but doesn't matter in the end. He gets on top of him and finishes him off.
Doom has an Arcane Root, as well as the cooldown reductions, as well as the refresher. GPK, they get a dive in. The Doom comes out, they take down the tree. They're going to be able to go. Do they have enough to take down? They do. They take down the Pangolier. This is just going to be GG call. They might even be able to clean up before they take game number 2. 74 minutes in, and Munkushi, wait, they're going to go into the Fountain Dive. They want to be taking him down. The Requiem of Souls comes out, but Munkushi still taking the right-click damage. They have the vision, they have the range, they have the full 5-man wipe, and they take game number 2. 74 minutes here. BetBoom, they were on the back foot for about half of it, but in the end, they take this series away from one move.
Man, one move played such a great game of Dota. Really, like Gilgear, Aincrad, amazing performance. Then later on in the game, those tossbacks into hexes.